Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio. And this is August 26, 2016. And you can find UPRN Radio on uprn.radiostream321.com. Well, I got a good night for you tonight. This is Native American night, and we're going to have Talking Feathers with Native American Richie Plass. And I've got a really special guest coming on, June and Treena, Many Gray Horses, and they're going to talk about the angels and fairies and their angel and fairy communicators. How pretty cool. But before I bring these guys on, I just got to say a couple of things to you guys. Now, I've been working on Quantum Leap for quite a while, and, this is August, so this is the 8th month. It's time for group participation. Now, when there's 400,000 people listening to me, and I'm asking everybody to check out the Enlightenment Movement webpage, or even to join on Facebook, World Enlightenment 2016, and I've got 100 people going to that on Facebook, and I haven't even reached 3,000 people checking on the Enlightenment Movement 2016 at Shutterfly.com. What is wrong with you guys? Everybody wants enlightenment, but no one is willing to make effort. Will you please make some effort? Check out the Enlightenment Movement 2016.shutterfly.com and join. Huh? How hard is that? Then you'll get the daily work that we work on to help the world go into enlightenment. Or, if you're on Facebook, look up World Enlightenment 2016 and click on Going and share. You don't know how frustrating it is on Facebook because of the censorship. Do you know I'm only allowed to invite 525 people as guests for a World Enlightenment event? And, guys, help. Go to Facebook, join it. Join World Enlightenment Movement 2016 and give it some energy. We need you. This is, have you ever noticed how crappy it is out there? Well, this is your chance to really make something shift in a big way. And we're doing another Quantum Leap on September 22nd, and I'm asking you all to join in. And all you have to do is chant, "May divine enlightenment descend around everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now." Not hard. So I'm begging you, I need help. I cannot do this alone. So would you make some effort? Go to enlightenmentmovement2016.shutterfly.com and join. Just don't look at the site. Give it energy. Join. There should be 1 million people on that site. And I should have a couple thousand people on the World Enlightenment 2016 and Facebook. But wow, I'm thrilled. I'm up to 105. And that is really, really sad, guys. And when I've got 400,000 people listening, and that's all the response, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Why are you listening to my program? You must want enlightenment. So make some effort. I and the world and all of humanity really, 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 really need you. Okay? Oh, now I just want to bring up something that's really not cool at all, and I call this a very unenlightened moment. There is a woman, a CEO called Heather Breach, and you can call her Biatch if you want, but she has taken a drug that actually, is $1 and upped it from $100 to more than $600 for customers today. Now, this woman has also gotten a big, big, big bonus, and her income hiked up from it was like 16,000 to 16 million to 28 million in 1 year. Nice bonuses, don't you think? Now, the company that she works for is Mylan, M-Y-L-A-N, and they've also been raising their prices of other products this year. So, you need to drop a line to the president and tell him his insurance policy isn't working very well, and to get on this. And matter of fact, the CEO, her father is a senator. I mean, how messed up is that? Okay, I'm done. Hi, Richie. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good. Doing good. I'm watching the football game, so yeah, life is good.
Yeah, life is really, really good. There's one thing that I really wanted to touch base with you before we get into what you want to talk about, and that's what's going on at the Dakota pipeline.
Right.
And it's getting worse. Unbelievable what's happening up there. And
yeah.
Do you want to explain a little bit about what's going on, or do you want me to?
Well, I'll explain, what I know about it, and I'll give my opinion. That pipeline that they're looking to build to carry this oil from the north, supposed to go through all these different states. And when it came to North Dakota, North Dakota made sure along, and actually it was almost initiated really by the tribes along that route, that it wouldn't infringe on tribal land because of the sacred spots and the potential of pollution. I mean, just the same old that's been going on for centuries in America. Well, the Army Corps of Engineers, they're the ones that, from what I understand, that approve or disapprove the permits to have this work done. And way back when, the tribes really wanted it made known to the Army Corps of Engineers that they didn't want it bordering tribal land because, again, of the sacred sites of how the people out there still value those sites and use them for their ceremony. Well, the Army Corps of Engineers approved it, which really upset a lot of Indian people. And now what's happening is that the tribes out there filed an injunction in federal court to stop the building of that mine. And the federal judge that's in charge of making that decision on an injunction has now said that he's not going to make a decision until he does further research. And from what I understand, it's going to, I think it's September 8th or 9th that he has said that he'll share his decision. So in the meantime, a lot of the tribes out there just started protesting out where this mine was going to be built, because what wound up happening was...
And we're talking pipeline, the oil pipeline. Okay.
Right. And so what wound up happening was is that after everything started to really come down and occur and go on, all of a sudden the plans that were shared with the public, they actually they wind up doing the pipeline. It goes within a half a mile of the reservation out there, and I'm sorry right now, I just can't remember the name of the tribe out there. But so they being the Indian people out there, started protesting.
Well, there's the Sioux.
Well,
that's the Sioux tribe, or one of them.
Well, again, I don't want to correct you, but I just want to make this comment, is that from my travels out there and the people that I've met, there's really no Sioux tribe. That's the white man word. They're either Lakota, Nakota, or Dakota. And so, again, I can't remember exactly which nation it is. So that's just a little bit of history in case somebody is wondering. So again,
that makes sense. I'm reading this from an article, so
right,
that's great to correct me.
But again, I don't do it to be mean or whatever. I do it out of respect for what I was told in my travels out there. And again, when I travel, I'm a guest at a lot of these places, and so I try to always acknowledge and thank them and do it that way. So that's yeah. But even yet today, out there and across America, they will even call themselves Sioux because that's what it's been for so many years. But I just go the other way. So anyway, so now when these plans came out and they showed that the pipeline was going to go within a half a mile of the reservation, and that's not what they were told, and so it's a big mess. So anyway, literally thousands of tribes and tribal people from around the United States have gone out there to support what's going on. The tribal chairman and a couple other high-ranking government leaders of those tribes out there have been arrested. At the protest, it's all, and what's really interesting is that the protests and the gatherings are very peaceful, and they're just trying to make their point. But all this leads to part of my, I don't know, I guess I want to say support. However, but again, it's the government of the United States not giving any credence and not giving any recognition, and for sure not supporting at all the Indians, because that same old, and I think you're going to hear it down the road, they're going to just start saying eminent domain and we can do whatever we want. And so it's like manifest destiny all over.
Well, it's my understanding, Richie, that the government pulled away all the water tanks, so the protesters are now without water, and they also blocked the highway. And the American Civil Liberties Union of North Dakota last night sent a letter to the governor of Morton and the Morton County Sheriff, urging them to protect the First Amendment. And, because I guess they called for a closure of Highway 1806, so people traveling to the protest site can't get there.
And that's typical. And again, that's really, I'm not trying to generalize, and I'm not trying to start a new conversation, because you know what? We as Indian people are so used to this that's gone on for years, and somewhere along the line, someone in the court system or in the administration, they have to stand up and acknowledge the laws that are in place protecting our people, our lands, and our rights. And that's just not happening. And it's time that it does. And so it really sucks. There's a lot of people, like I say, from all over the country. I know of some friends and family of my relatives from our reservation have gone out there, and some of them are still there because that's what we do. And and I've said for years in America, if you're looking for clean air, clean land, and clean water, the two most common places to look are national parks or Indian reservations. And, but now all of a sudden there's that third element that comes in, and that's the element of money. They're saying, this oil company and everybody else is saying, hey, we've already made contracts with all these other companies. We got to start building because, we told them we'd be up and running by whatever time in 2017. So, these people are holding up production, and it's sad, it's pathetic, but again, it's so typical, and it's not like the Indian people are trying to rewrite the laws, because the laws are there and they're in place, and it's just like, why isn't anybody again in the government doing their own research and finding out how correct we as Indian people are with this? I mean, we've been dealing with it for far too long, and so those people out there I applaud them for what they're doing. I support them for what they're doing, and I really hope that judge sides with the tribes and makes the whole thing start over, end whatever it's got to do to save that water. Because again, that's how these people survive. This is how they live. That is their livelihood, and it's just it has to be that way. And so I can't emphasize enough that anybody who's tuned in and listening, again, do your research and read what's already been on the books for years and years and years, and you can understand that we as Indian people, how we value our natural resources, because we're charged to make sure that everything is in place for, the next 7 generations. But corporate America and society, whoever that is, again, they're saying, no, it's the money. We promised to get this oil there, and they don't understand the potential for pollution. They don't care about tearing up sacred sites. So it's just like it was back in the old horse and buggy days. And it's like,
I appreciate you coming on and, actually talking about this and bringing it to everybody's attention. So if you live in that area, you want to do something, divine service, go protest with these guys. They can use health, they can use water, food, probably camping equipment, and, support. Go there. Go on vacation. They need your help. Okay, I got 2 more minutes, Richie, to talk to you. So you got something really joyful to say, because that's all the time I have left.
Well, I've talked about this before, that I just got word tonight that a very, very dear friend of mine passed away today, and he was one of my fellow musician friends, and he was a good friend for years. And last week I had another funeral to attend up on our reservation. The wife of one of my cousins passed, and we share our laughter, and even at times like that, we do that because we're telling them stories, and we're helping, trying our best to help each other heal. And again, it's not a thing of being morbid, it's not a thing of being disrespectful. It's just that you gotta make that better effort to laugh. My dad always said, he said it's just as easy to be a jerk in life as it is to be nice. So why don't we all try to work a little bit harder to be nice? And along with nice comes laughter. And being a practitioner and someone who really is into humor and whatever, sometimes, man, funny is funny, and it's not that it's street humor or Appalachian humor or Southern humor. It's sometimes funny is just funny, and so share a laugh, share some things. So I did some searching, and I come across this thing, and it's called. They just call it ponderism. And so I just wanted to share some with you and the listeners to take time out of your day and just think of some of these things, because I think they're pretty cool. So I'm going to read a few for you, okay? Are you ready? Are you there?
Do it. Yes, do it.
All right. I used to eat a lot of natural foods until I learned that most people die of natural causes.
Okay, keep going.
How important does a person have to be before they are considered assassinated instead of just murdered?
All right, one more, and then I got to let you go, or the ladies are going to be really mad at me.
All right. Why do you have to put in your 2 cents, but it's only a penny for your thoughts? Where'd the other penny go?
All right, Richie, thank you. And with that note, we got to call June and Treena. So you have a good week, and we'll talk to you next week.
You betcha. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Joe, let's call June and Treena, many gray horses. It's a beautiful evening here in Hawaii, in Honoka'a, Hawaii, and there's a little rain going on, which keeps everything for us green. Oh, gosh, I went swimming with the dolphins last week, and I actually did a video. And it's called, if you look under Cathy Bilsky on my YouTube channel, and it's called Cathy Bilsky and then Dolphin Bliss. And it's the first time, I've actually done a video. And this is with the wild dolphins out in Hawaii. And, you're going to hear me doing some strange noises myself, but you'll hear the dolphins talk. And, I like to sing to them, and I was trying to ohm and really badly, okay? So if you think you can do better while you're snorkeling and you've got a camera in your hand and trying to keep up with the dolphins and trying to sing at the same time. So at the end, I really, really believe they were laughing at me because, you can hear them just go, yeah, just like that. Honest to God. So, if you really want to see something that brings a smile to your face, then go look up Cathy Bilsky on the YouTube channel and look under Dolphin. It's called Dolphin Bliss. Oh my goodness. They were hams. They knew they were on camera. And, they get like about a foot away from me. If I wanted to touch them, I could, but I don't because I respect them. And I also have a camera in my hand, so I can't. Are we calling the ladies now? Please. There we go. Anyway, it gave me as much joy to swim with them as it is to put out the video. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, June.
Hi.
Hi, this is Cathy. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
And is Treena there with you?
Not tonight.
Okay. Everyone, this is June, Many Gray Horses. And, you know, I don't want to, how do you pronounce your tribe?
Oh, Agana?
K-A-I-N-A-I?
Yeah. Our vowels are different from the English vowels. They're not.
I know. Okay, say that again.
Gana.
Gana. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Hawaiian's the same thing. It's like, oh my God. And I am language challenged, so I would have really made an embarrassing for me. But you guys, you and your sister, you know, you're really do some really cool things. And, you know, you're a Reiki master, and you really get into the angel and the spirit realms, and you're a Faeryologist. What is a Faeryologist?
Well, we just know about the fairy, the different realms.
Uh-huh.
And we communicate with them as well. We connect with them and do different little things with them as they require from the humans. Yeah.
Can you give us an example of what they would like us to do for them?
Well, they're big on environmental things. If you protect the environment, water, your wish.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, so whatever you want to manifest, they're fast manifestors, and they will help you. But in return, you got to do something for them.
Well, that's what I call a mutually beneficial relationship. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you do fairy readings, right?
Yeah.
Can you do one for me? Because we're not going to have time to let a caller call in. And I want one. Can we do one?
Okay. Okay. I was just going to grab my cards right now. So let me just do that. And tonight I will use, well, they're the fairy, there's two, well, mermaids and dolphins, and I have the fairy tarot cards. So which one would you like to?
Oh, let's do the, oh gosh, you know, I'm so connected to the dolphins, but let's do the fairies.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. It's the same thing. They're just with the different elements.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We have fairies that are air, water, earth, your own personal fairies. Okay, I will grab my tarot card just a second.
Do, 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 do. Now, June and her sister also are co-authors, and they're Reiki master teachers and angel and spirit facilitators. I was filling in space while we were waiting. And you offer angel tarot, angel cards, angel medium, and tea leaf readings. Ooh.
Yeah. Both of us do, yeah. Okay, was there a particular question, or did you just want to in general?
Oh, just do a general. We'll see what they have to say. I mean, I did get a bird. I mean, I was given a parrot.
Oh, were you?
I was.
When? This evening?
2 days ago.
Wow, that's an awesome gift.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Money, your
It's
trusted
very
source.
interesting. They ask for a man, and they send me a male parrot. I'm not sure what that means.
That's cool.
Something that I can cage, and when it squawks, I can cover it up, and it's quiet. Oh dear.
Okay, here. Got your cards. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, so we got the 9 of Autumn. So, and what that says is that they want you to reward yourself from all your hard work. And you are very happily and successfully self-employed. And you also cherish your time alone.
Wow, that hit it right on.
And then we also have the Emperor, which is, I feel like this is one of your guides or your fairies that has a strong, logical structure and kind of helps you get organized and and also kind of helps you too with the compassion, that you're a compassionate leader as well.
True.
And then we have the Sun, and this is, I feel like this is I feel like this is a person coming to you. He's male. He has, or you will be connecting with him. He is blonde, light-skinned, muscular, and I feel like he has amazing ideas and is very thankful and has lots of gratitude. So I feel like this person you'll be connecting with.
Yay.
And then we also have for yourself, there's changes, and then embracing the uniqueness of yourself. The yin and yang getting balanced. And then we have the moon, which is your intuitive side. And I feel that you'll be learning a bit more about the moon cycles. As you're sensitive, you tend to be affected by the moon cycles.
I can be.
So I also feel you need to let go of a lot of your worries and fears as well.
Actually, I'm doing that. I think when you get to a certain age in life, you've accomplished so much, and if you've done it with a little wisdom and Spirit loves you, You've cut your bills down enough to where you can start enjoying life. And that's where I'm at. It's awesome. I mean, I'm experiencing, and it's like the first time ever now that in 63 years where I can take time off and not worry and not, I'm wearing the work 7 days a week, guys. And so for you not to catch me in the store, it's really bad luck on your fault, because I'm normally there. So to be able to kick back and go, okay, let's go do something and not worry about the bills getting paid. It's awesome. And I wish that for everybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, by me giving you the reading, and everybody that hears is connecting to this reading as well. So in some little way, or, there could be one or two out of the cards that I read tonight that they're connecting to. So it helps everyone, and it changes the energy. So yes, that is a blessing. And everybody, that is the message.
Wow, that's really cool. Thank you. And thank you for doing that for me.
Oh, you're so welcome. So do you play, or are you interested in playing an instrument?
Yeah, I would love to learn the flute, but I haven't found a teacher yet. And I can't get my lips to blow and make sound. It's really sad.
Okay, because I see you playing an instrument. So I think that's coming.
Good. I mean, I would love to go out, because I have a kayak, and go and play to the dolphins and the whales. And one time I went out and took this really high spiritual music, and at the beginning, at the end, it had a gong on it. And I actually pulled in a whale. It was amazing. Wow. So that's what I want to learn. To play to the animals.
Yes. Well, because how I see you is you are on the water, and you're playing an instrument, and you're by yourself, but you're so in meditative state with this, and it's saying that that's a blessing that you're giving to them, and that's why they come, because music is high vibrational, and it lets down the defenses on both species, and so they resonate with that.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things to do, and one of the most peaceful things is actually go out on the water in the kayak, and other than swimming with the dolphins, but just there, because you're by yourself, nobody else is around. Oh my God, I'm such a hermit, Tess.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's amazing because you're giving a gift to them, and they are also giving a gift back.
Yes, yeah. Oh gosh, this last time that I swam with them, I know they shifted something. And I've had eye surgery. I had cataract surgery, and it goes in and out. But something happened this last time, because all of a sudden my eyesight has gotten really, really good. And that and you wonder, okay, what have I done different? And I think, gosh, I just swam with the dolphins. And you never know what kind of gift you're going to get anywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's that connection for sure.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, I have so much to look forward to.
Yes, you do.
And then I actually, when I go dolphin swimming, I take videos and pictures and I post them so everybody can share. I feel like I'm a dolphin ambassador.
Well, believe it or not, I feel that you're part of the dolphin clan, because I am too.
Oh.
And so, I mean, and you're getting amazing, that's why you feel like a part of them, and that you're connecting with them on that level.
Oh, they let me swim right in their pod.
Yeah.
And this last time we went out there, there's a couple that went in at the same time and got out just before us. So they were there at the same time, and they never saw the dolphins.
Really?
And you just go, wow. And you realize what a bigger gift you've been given. So I actually sent them the video. I thought that's the least I could do.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I feel like you're a part of their clan. There's different realms and different clans that we belong to, and I found out about 10 years, or about 5, I would say, maybe 5, 6 years ago, that I did belong to the dolphin clan. And I met someone else that, the same thing. We both discovered this at the same time. And her horse had a dolphin imprinted on the flank of the horse. There was a dolphin, and it looked like he was coming out of the water with his nose in the air, but it was a dolphin.
Oh, how totally cool. June, if people want to call you, because we don't have a lot of time, and you're going to have to come back on, okay? That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
This is so short. God. How can people get a hold of you if they want a reading or, just to communicate with you?
Okay, I'll give you my email address is angelabundant8@gmail.com. I am also on Facebook under my name, June Many Gray Horses, and it's Gray with a E-Y. Also, they may call me if they wish. My number is 587-220-2847.
I have to ask you, if somebody wants a tea leaf reading, how do you do that when they're not there?
Well, what I do is I ask what their question is, and then I make the tea for them and keep them in mind, and then I do the tea leaf reading. It's just like they're there, but not there.
Oh, no, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
It's all about energy, and you're focusing on them, and what's, going to come through is for them.
Yeah. I could even do it over the phone with them if they wish. It's up to them.
Oh, that sounds much more fun. Do you actually record it for people?
No, I don't. I haven't recorded any of my material. And when I do my workshops, you have to take notes because I don't believe in giving notes. The reason why is because when you're learning with all your senses, even writing. Even if you feel like you're not absorbing it, you are absorbing the information. So that's why I have you take notes.
Well, I think that's, and you learn quicker, when you do that.
Yeah.
So, and, it gets into the brain, too. You remember.
Yeah.
And then you can have something to go back to, for goodness sake,
For sure. That's why I have you take notes. I'm a little bit old school that way.
I like old school. I'm old school. We're going to, and it's going to be up to us to teach, these young kids the old school, because they certainly ain't getting it. God, talk about zombie brain dead. And this Pokemon thing. Next week we're going to talk about the Pokemon game, guys.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Oh, talk about satanic, and, if you want the government and, these people to follow everything you do, then join the game. I don't care, but no way. But, you know, you have to be conscious of what you do. You know, do you realize that they're tracking you, everything you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're giving energy to monsters. I had to really look at it. I mean, good God. And I feel so bad because, you know, my kids grew up with this and I never thought about it. But I didn't have the same consciousness 20 years ago as I do now. Nor do I have that kind of sight to see those symbols and go, oh, good God, what are they doing? What are they promoting? And what are our kids being indoctrinated into?
Yes, very much so. So, and yes, it is about the energy and what you put out. And then, you know, there's portals that could open, and then you're dealing with a whole different energy and a different place. So, yes, being very careful about what it is that you send out and are thinking, because different portals and different energy entities could come of those things.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, these little Pokemon, you know, Pokemon means pocket monster. And they evolve into demons. They don't evolve into warm, fuzzy little creatures. They start off that way. And then they become demons. I mean, it's like, geez, slap my head. You know? And I like, oh, my God. I'm sorry, but I feel bad because I did let my kids get into this. And again, you know, I didn't know. They had such strong magic back then.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And they still have magic now.
Oh, absolutely, but at least we're starting to see it and break through.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and for us to be able to talk about how satanic Pokemon is, that's a big deal. You know, that's their magic is starting to suck because as we talk about it, hopefully, you know, other people will really realize and look at this crap and don't let your children play it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's all about awareness and acknowledging the awareness that you have of the world. You know, it's about being aware and not being, you know, have your blinders on, but to just be aware of that energy and acknowledge those things that are hidden.
Right, but June, unless you are in that world and you understand energy and magic, you're not going to recognize. I mean, it took me 25 years to look at this, and what really got my attention is when they decided to put a little Pokey monster or something Pokey part of the game at Fukushima, where it is you're going to kill yourself, and because they want tourists to go there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that is sick and twisted.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I had to look, and the more I look at this, so I really appreciate you also being able to talk about it.
Yes, for sure.
Do you find
all about the awareness, bringing it into awareness? So it had to be said tonight because people, you know, need to hear what is beyond the game, what they can't see.
Yes, and, you know, they think that these little creatures are warm and fuzzy and that they're not doing anything wrong because, you know, it's just a silly game. But the intent is, you know, these things transform into monsters and you're giving energy to this. And you realize one of the creatures, and I got to get the name, it's this really ugly little gray guy, and he always has his hand out with 3 fingers. And it's the satanic fingers, if you look at it. And he's always got that sign out. And it's like, God, help me. You know, if you don't understand the symbolism, and I actually had to have somebody point that out to me, and you just look at it and you go, God, thank you for these people that are actually seeing clearly and can interpret, because it's mind-blowing.
Yes, for sure. Well, in everything there's some kind of symbolism that always kind of leads back to something religious or something on the dark side. So it's always, like I said, the awareness, being aware, just being aware, and things will change for you.
Yeah, and turn that stupid Pokemon app off, guys. God.
Yeah.
Get a life, you know?
Yes.
And don't say, gee, now it's getting me out of the house. You really need that to get out of the damn house?
No, you need to visit with the fairies. You go into nature and you talk to the fairies, and they will help you manifest. That's what you do.
You know, and that's
Not
the real
play Pokemon game.
And that's the real world, not the pretend world. You know? I mean, what a how long have you been talking to the fairies? All your life? Communicating?
Yes. I was born into a very spiritual family. We lived our Blackfoot way of life, and so everything is about nature. And I actually do believe, and my sister, we do believe that when I see Native people, I see them as fairies, because we are with nature, and we, their costumes, when they go dancing, there's feathers and different bright colors, and that's how nature is, in bloom with the different flowers and trees, and it's natural. So, yeah, I do believe that.
I never looked at it that way. That is so true.
Yeah, so it just kind of takes you to a different perspective of how, yes, we've been communicating with them for a very long time, and since we were young, it's, we would just have a different name for them in our Blackfoot language, and then when we went to school and learned in the English way, then I knew what the names were, like of angels, ascended masters, the fairies. We have different names for them.
Where is the Blackfoot tribe in Canada?
Yes, and we got split by the border, so part of our tribe is in the States. So we're in the middle of Lethbridge, Fort McLeod, Cardston, Pincher Creek, Waterton, and then it goes south into Browning, Montana.
Didn't your tribe move up there to get away from the genocide that was being done by the United States government and the Army?
No, this is our home territory, but we did adopt a couple of tribes that were running from the U.S. Government. Well, they're cavalry, and that would be, they're in our confederacy, and that would be Morley and, or Sarcee and Morley Reservation, but they're in our confederacy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to have to come back on, and we're going to have to talk more. We've got 2 minutes left. What do you want to share with us? I know, it's just flown by.
Well, I would like to just express, again about the fairies. Like, I know everybody probably thinks they're a little out there, but I'm just a part of this naturalness. And if you want to manifest, and if you want to manifest something fast, then go into nature and meditate. You know, sit on a bench and meditate. And the fairies will tell you, give you some kind of intuitive sign to say either go pick up garbage or donate to something with the environment, pets, or children, and then, you know, ask for what it is that you want to manifest, and they will help you manifest that.
Oh, that's, you know, you guys, that's a free, you know, good advice. So go play with it. You know, go out in nature and see what happens.
Mhm. So that's my offering to everyone, and I hope people go out and do this. And, you know, fairies are, you know, ask humans to help protect the environment, to help with the animals and children. They're huge on that. Those are their kind of specialities, or they ask us humans to help them with those things. So any cause or any organization or any volunteering, you know, that's what they would be so appreciative of.
Well, I've noticed when I've worked with them, especially on weather, and that now when I ask them, you know, if there's a bad storm or something coming that needs to be diffused, they react to it. Yeah, and in a positive way. And it's like, well, of course we're going to do what you ask. You love us.
Yes.
You know, and we don't want to hurt you or anybody, so we're going to do what you ask. You know, they're incredible. I mean, the people do need to get out more in nature. So don't you feel like you're like a fairy angel ambassador?
Yes, I do. I feel like, and I connect with them every day. I talk to them throughout the day. So yes, I'm very connected to them. And I have a fairy class, and I teach about as much as I can to people about the fairies. It's a fun class, and I recommend you take it with your children. My kids have taken this. My sister's girls have participated, and they are connected as well to the fairy and angel realms.
Oh, that is so important. Well, you're going to have to come back. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll contact you on Facebook. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Consider it done. There's just not enough time, and we're out of time. So do a random act of kindness, everybody. Thank you again, June, Many Gray Horses, for coming on. It's been really interesting.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And thank you for everyone that is listening, and I hope you participate. And thank you for inviting the fairies into your life.
Oh, absolutely. And her website is angeliteabundance8@gmail.com. Aloha, everybody.
Aloha.